Good morning. It's January. It's Sunday. It's cold. I asked Lola if she wanted to come out to the shed and she said no. She went no. I went back in where it's warm. Of course, Buddy's not even up yet. But anyway, we're at a good stage now because look, I'm starting to lay out. Obviously, that is an upside down table, but what I've got to do is position these legs where I want them so that I know exactly how big to make what I'm calling the apron pieces. Somebody please tell me if that's not what it's called, but the bits of wood that go in between, which of course are here. All right, and I've got to cut them to length, so I've got to establish the length. So I'm going to be doing some laying out. I'm going to be doing some measuring to make sure I get all the legs in the correct place, do a bit of eyeballing to think, well, that looks quite good there, you know, that's a good distance, you know, because how far in each side here and here. But also I'm going to have a think about which side of the legs I actually want out, facing outwards, because you can hide a lot of stuff, like probably this knot is going to end up in there like that. Because when it's in there, on the inside of the table, you're not going to see it as much. Although now, of course, I've just exposed this one. Now, what do I do with that? That's a knot with a crack in it. And there's another crack. In fact, this whole leg is quite cracky. It's a feature. It's not a fault. It's a feature. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to put you up in a good spot and go to time lapse, because there's going to be lots of fiddling about and humming and hawing, and you don't need to see any of that, or don't need to listen to me doing it. There's also a crack there, but that might be the underside, so I'm gonna have to put a little bit of epoxy in there as well. Okay, so plenty to be getting on with. I'll crack on. So I've got all the measurements done. So across here, the short edge is 41.1 millimeters, and the long edge is 63.9. Nothing like a nice round number, is there? So that's what I've got to cut out of here. I've got to do it really precisely. So yeah, that should be no problem. All right, so I'll crack on and do that. Stick you over on the time lapse. Alright, got some nice bits cut. I cut them longer, so 4 centimetres longer, so 2 centimetres there, 2 centimetres there, because those are going to be the tenons to slot into the mortises that I'm going to cut into the legs. So I've got to cut the tenons here, which means I've got to just bodge down a bit there, which is always fun, cutting a tenon. Which I'll do with my old tenon saw, and that, and then I've got to cut the gaps in there, and I don't like doing it, and it involves chisels and things, and I'm very bad at it. However, practice makes permanent, so I've got to try and do it right, and that's what we'll have a go with now. Yeah, this hand tool stuff, it's tricky. It warms you up though. Obviously it's not done. Cut a bit too far there. But yeah, you go in with the chisels now and tidy it all up. But I've got other stuff to do. I'm such a busy boy. So that'll do for now, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.